Fine introduction. Language is very important for human being because this makes him different from other animals due to having language. And the language has 4 skills. These 4 skills are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And language is taught in school. Mother tongue is automatically learned, but this English as a second language is taught in school by the teacher. But theoretical knowledge of the language is not enough. It should be practiced, and whether the students learns or not, that should be tested. For we are here. How can a teacher test his 4 skills, that is listening, speaking, reading, writing? Now second point is testing of listening. Testing of listening. To test listening, teacher should first speak something, give a short speech, a short statement, and then student should be asked what he has spoken. He should ask different students, or he can ask questions about his statement to test whether they are listening or not attentively, concentrately, because listening concentrately and attentively will only be fruitful. Then only a person can understand what the person is speaking. So, to test listening, we can use audio cassette, etc. We can give the students and listen it using the earphone. And then the student should be asked questions about what he has listened, to test his listening, whether he has listened properly or not. That can be tested. And according to that, the teacher should give the marks to motivate them. If he has got less mark, then he will try to get more mark. And in this way, there will be a encouragement. In this way, teacher can test listening skill. And third, testing of speaking skill. Speaking skill is very much related to listening. A person speak when other person has spoken something. If he has listened carefully, then he will speak in the right direction. So, for correct speaking, person should understand what the other has asked him or what he has to speak. And for testing speaking, teacher can arrange some interview, some activities, speech activity, etc. So that how the students are speaking. Teacher should test that whether his speaking is up to the mark with regard to the pronunciation, using of stress, pause, intonation, etc. These should be checked, and accordingly he should evaluate the students. This is the speaking ability can be checked. Some competition should be arranged in the school usage and misuse of television, etc. How they speak, that can be checked. In this way, teacher can evaluate the speaking skill. He can arrange debate competition where the student has to speak. And fourth is the testing of reading skill. Reading skill, the reading is of mainly two kinds. Other kinds also, but mainly it is of two kinds: aloud reading and silent reading. And the aim of aloud reading to check the pronunciation, and the aim of silent reading is to check the understanding. So, during aloud reading, the teacher should carefully note the student's pronunciation, whether he is using the stress, intonation, pause, etc. correctly or not. That should be evaluated. And the student should be given accordingly the marks. And silent reading, if he has given the silent reading, then the question should be asked to test whether he has read with concentration or not, whether he has understood or not the paragraph. So, comprehension questions should be asked, and according to the answer, the student will be evaluated. This is the testing of reading, so aloud and silent reading. And in class also, the student is given the chance of reading, then and the student should be then and there corrected his mistakes. In this way, he can improve the reading skill. And last, testing of writing skill. Writing skill, for testing writing skill, in the beginning, the students who are beginners, dictation can be given. Dictation means the teacher reads one by one words and asks students to write them. And after writing the whole paragraph, he should check whether they have written correctly or not. And in higher classes, some composition can be given to write a paragraph, to write an application, to write an essay, or to write on an article. In this way, we can check the writing skill. तो ये सब चारों बेसिक स्किल है. इनका थियोरेटिकल ज्ञान ही पर्याप्त नहीं है, इनको ऊपर प्रैक्टिकल जो होना चाहिए, क्योंकि students have to use these skills in their life. So he should have a good practice during the school period. So theoretical knowledge is not enough, but the student should be given enough practical on speaking, reading, writing and listening. So this is the today's lesson about the testing of basic skills. Now there are some questions. Section A, first question and second question. Which are the basic skills of language? 4 basic skills: listening, speaking, reading, writing. Second question, why practical exercise on basic skills is more important than theoretical knowledge? Because theoretical knowledge will not help them speaking, writing, reading, but he should be given the practice to listening, reading, writing. This should be compulsory, practical. Section B, and short notes type, how listening skill can be tested, evaluated. And fourth question, how can a teacher test writing skill of students? By giving dictation, by giving composition, etc. And question fifth is detailed question, how can language skills be tested? In this, all four skills will come. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day, my dear pupil teachers.